Yeah, so just for the record, um, we've never met, we don't know each other, I've never given you a reading.
Right.
So I'm just going to start and see who I have here. Okay, I'm gonna start with, I feel the presence of actually two ladies coming in. And I know, I just feel out of breath. Okay, so I know they're coming in together, and I know I want to tell you that we're together, okay? And I know you know that they're together, but I just want to say we are together. We are like finally together. That's the feeling. Okay, feels very much like a grandmother, and I'm gonna focus on her a little bit. Um, she makes me feel like there's a lot of love coming from her, and her passing has to do with the chest because I have a hard time breathing. I also know that her passing is recent, and I know that she just wants to say very much that she's okay, and I want to tell you there's nothing that's left unsaid. Um, I'm gonna try to focus back on the younger female energy, and I'm going to work with her. So I know this would be then your mom, and I know that as she comes closer, I feel like there's, I just feel like so much love coming from her. It's um, I just want to tell you, I have not left. I've never left you, and I know she acknowledges her being gone for several years. I feel like this would have been at least 10 years. I feel like I'm going back quite a bit in time. And I know that she wants to tell you how very proud of you she is, because I know you've done a lot of growing up and a lot of growing, and I feel that she wants to acknowledge your sibling as well, because I know there's the two of you, and I feel this would be then your brother. Um, are you the older one by any chance?
Yes.
Okay, because I feel like, not to say anything about your brother, but I feel like you're the more mature of the two.
Right.
Okay, and I feel like she also wants to bring me a memory of you taking care of your brother, but in kind of a funny way. So what I'm seeing in my head is, for example, you decide to give him a haircut or something. It feels like this is funny, but I know you are the big sister, and I know you have been looking out for him ever since. But I know there would be a memory where you did something like cutting his hair or just deciding to dress him up in a funny way. I just kind of feel like, but I just want to acknowledge your love for your brother as well, and how much that means to her as well, because you somewhat stepped in as a second mother after her passing. And I know that she wants to acknowledge the fact that you have to stop feeling guilty about not being there for her all the time, because she makes me feel like she would not have expected you that. And I know that, you know, she wanted you to be able to do your things, and don't just focus on her and be there with her. And I feel that she also wants to acknowledge you not just taking care of your um, brother, but like literally stepping in her shoes. And so I feel like I want to acknowledge your dad as well. And I know that you just literally took over and assume these responsibilities. And I know you would have been still quite young, because it feels like you should not have had to do this. Okay, but on the other hand, I want to tell you I am so proud of you, and I know she wants to acknowledge then your children, and I want to acknowledge the birthday that's coming up, and that would be then your son. He's then turning 4.
Yes.
And I feel like both your mom and your grandma wants to acknowledge that they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there. I also want to say, from your mom, she makes me feel like your children are really gifts from her. Okay, and I know you probably felt it this way, because I feel like she knew them way before you did, and I just feel like I want to also tell you that you're such a good mom. You're such a good mom. And I also see again you looking just like her. And I feel that you sometimes talk to her and tell her, you know, Mom, am I doing this right? I just want to say I'm here and I'm listening. And I feel that I want to acknowledge that you have something of hers with you. I felt like an object. I don't know if it's in your purse or in your pocket, but I kind of feel like I want to acknowledge that as well. I kind of feel like I want to acknowledge your significant other, and I feel that I'm really happy with that. I'm assuming then you must be.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Do you work on cars at all?
No.
Okay, I feel like I want to acknowledge someone who works on cars. That's the feeling. Do you know what that would be?
Oh. I mean, sometimes you work on stuff, but
Well,
it's
yeah.
different tractors and stuff, so it's hard
Tractors
to
and
say.
things like
Okay,
that.
that's fine. I just feel like I want to acknowledge. I'm kind of like I'm rolling up my sleeves and I'm digging in the car. That's the feeling I'm saying. So if you work on tractors, for me, engine. That's
Right.
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I feel like I want to acknowledge there would be an M female. M
My
female.
mom's name was Michelle.
Michelle, okay, alright, because I know she wants to acknowledge an M name.
Well, there's my niece Michelle that's named after her.
Okay,
also, so.
okay. So that's probably what it is, but I know there's a connection with an M name, so she wants to acknowledge then her name being Michelle. You know, there is a song by the Beatles, Michelle. Do you know that song? Because that's what I'm hearing. All of a sudden we said the name and I'm going like, Michelle, my belle. So I don't know if she actually sang this song, but I kind of feel like she's singing that to me now. And I also want to tell you while we're talking about singing, I know you would sing to your children, but I don't know if you sing "You Are My Sunshine," but I'm hearing "You Are My Sunshine" in my head. Okay, so I know she would have sang that to you as well, but I know you also sing to your children because I want to acknowledge it, like you're such a good mommy. And I also want to tell you not to worry. So in connection with your children. So I don't know if you're in general just someone who worries a lot about them, or there is some kind of a reason to worry, but I kind of feel that it's all good. That's the feeling. It's all good. Okay. And I know she's very much looking over them. Now your children, are they both boys?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know I want to acknowledge that feeling like they are quite rambunctious.
Yeah.
Or so the are they both under 5?
Yes.
Okay, because I kind of feel like I want to say that to more of the 4-year-old than the other one. So I think maybe the other one might be younger than that. But I think he's gonna follow in his big brother's footsteps there. Your mom. So there would be resting place where you go to. Is that correct?
Like her gravesite?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Because I kind of like I literally can go to a place in
Yeah.
the cemetery where I can
Yes.
sit with her. Okay, so she wants to acknowledge that, and I feel that I don't know if this is you, but I kind of feel like someone recently has been at her graveside, and I feel like I want to acknowledge bringing of flowers. But I almost feel like you moved. Like after her passing, you moved. Is
Yeah.
that correct? Okay. So her gravesite would not be near.
No.
Okay, that's what it is because she wants to acknowledge the move. But I know that in a sense it doesn't matter because she's always with you. Okay, and I feel like I want to. I know she loved your hair because she's like, look at her hair, and I know I love to do your hair. That's the feeling. I also feel that you still have some of your mom's clothes, or you still have items from your mom, because I know, in fact, she makes me feel like you have recently been looking at them or tried them on. I just feel like I want to acknowledge that you would have some of, and I also feel that she acknowledges a ring. Do you have her ring?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't know if you recently tried it
I
on
tried
or
it on earlier.
Okay, because I kind of feel like I want to acknowledge seeing you trying on the ring, okay? There would be George, Gary. Is there also an F or FR name? Frank? Francis.
Yeah, my grandma's name. My great grandma.
Okay. Francis.
I think so.
I guess this is your mom saying she has met up with her on the other side too. And I just want to say that your mom and your grandma, but then this would be okay. Alright, so you have two grandmas on the other side then? Okay, because it feels like I want to acknowledge the grandma who just passed recently, but I also want to acknowledge the other grandma, okay? And I feel like I want to say your mom is saying that we are all together on the other side. So I just want to tell you that they are very much together. I know that your grandma has her little dog in her lap because it just goes like that, and this little dog, it's almost like a person. I kind of feel that, like so much like a person. And she treats
Right.
this dog like a person. It's the little
Yes.
dog. I just feel like I want to say I met up with the little dog. I'm very happy about the little dog. That your mom was there to greet her. And I just know that, your grandma, she makes me feel like I want to say, I also want to say thank you for your prayers, but I know I heard you when you were talking to me, and there is really nothing left unsaid, so please don't beat yourself up about it. It just feels like I want to say her passing feels very peaceful, and who's an author or an A initial
Art,
or an
maybe, or
art,
something, yeah.
yes.
I think so, my grandpa.
That's your grandpa.
Would know who those are, yeah.
Okay.
I think that was a family friend of theirs.
Okay, because I know I want to acknowledge an Arthur, Albert. I know it's an A initial on the other side with her too. She's just visiting with all these friends that, she has on the other side. And I just heard, remember what we talked about. Okay. So I don't know what this means to you, but she wants to make it a point that you remember what you talked about, okay? And I just feel like she just has so much love for you, and they all have a lot of love for you. And I know that I also want to acknowledge candles. I'm seeing candles. I don't know if someone lit candles for her. Okay, because she wants to thank you for the candles too. And again, I just want to tell you, there's just so much love. There's just so much love, and just please know that they are together, and that they haven't left. And it doesn't matter how long time passes; they always will be there, and see how your life unfolds, and be there for your children. I just feel like those little children, I just have like so much love for them, and I feel that they want to acknowledge again they're gonna be there for the birthday because it's important, and I feel like I also want to give your brother our love. Is your brother by any chance like a Ryan? Okay, alright, because I feel like I'm hearing Brian or Ryan, so just give our love to him as well. Okay. So, do you have any questions before we end up?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for letting me connect with them, and
Thank you.
hopefully this was helpful.
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
All right. Thank you.